Jaboticaba is a delicious tropical fruit that originated in Brazil, and I have one of those trees in my backyard. Hi, my name is Jeff. Welcome to the Tropical Garden Guy channel. Today we're going to talk about this tree, and we're going to do a fruit harvest so that you guys can see that you can grow jaboticabas even in Northern California's chilly climates. But first, if you like this channel, click that like and subscribe button. So let's take a look really quick at this Jaboticaba tree. It's a seedling of Sabara from fruit that I got maybe 25 years ago. And as you can see, it's in full fruit. Now, Jaboticabas are quite unique in that they grow fruit on the branches of the tree. The tree itself looks a bit like a guava tree, the bark and whatnot, but I'm not sure if it's in that family or not. But anyway, jaboticabas, they grow on the trunks of the tree. And jaboticabas can take temperatures down to about 25 degrees before you get any damage. But honestly, I don't really see very much damage on this tree here in my Modesto, California Zone 9B garden. But take a look. Here's a classic jaboticaba fruit. It's about, probably about an inch or so in diameter. It grows on the trunk of the tree. And if you look, right here, there's some flower buds that it's producing, getting ready to produce flowers while it's got fruit on the tree already. So jaboticabas produce a couple crops of fruit in a 1 year period. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get up in this tree and start harvesting some of this beautiful jaboticaba fruit. Alrighty, so I'm up here on the ladder and I wanted to remove one of the branches. It's been crossing over, it's been bugging me. And I wanted to show you guys, we're dropping jaboticabas right and left, no worries. But take a look, this is a typical branch of a jaboticaba. And you can see the detail. Here, let me get down off this ladder and I'll show you guys as this is dropping. This fruit is ready to pick. I don't want to stomp on any because the wife is going to be making some delicious jam out of it. But take a look at that. That is a branch off of my jaboticaba that's loaded with fruit. Now, this year, the fruit is not as big. As you can see, there's one right here that's about average size. I would say that is an average size jaboticaba. Now, I'm going to take a quick taste to see. I actually haven't tried these since they've ripened. So, that's delicious. It's very sweet. The wife has been trying them out, but as you can see, it's a lot like a Concord grape, and the taste is not unlike a grape. It's been described as a Concord grape flavor. I would say it's a little more like a Thompson seedless grape, but and with a little bit, the skin is not really edible. I mean, you can eat it, but it's a little rubbery. But yeah, the fruit tastes a little bit like a grape with a slight, and I know people are going to disagree, a slight eucalyptus flavor. There's a couple seeds in there. But yeah. So let's harvest some more jaboticaba fruits. So here we are up in the tree, and this tree, their branches are so packed with jaboticabas that I just have to reach up there and grab a handful and rip them off. Now, the thing is, fortunately, the skins on the jaboticaba fruit are a little bit thick and leathery, and so they can pretty much deal with the this mass harvest situation that I got going here. But it's still kind of hard to get way up here because, as you can see, all these little sticks and twigs and everything, they tend to scrape up your arms and stuff like that. Plus, a lot of the fruit does also drop on the ground. For every 4 or 5 fruit I grab in a handful, probably 2 of them fall to hit the ground. But no worries, because the wife is down there picking up the fruit off the ground and she's putting it in the bucket. But yeah, Jaboticaba's a little story behind this tree is that, as I showed you earlier in an earlier video, the cats are just scratching the heck out of the trunk. Drives me crazy. And where those cats climb up the trunk tend to knock off all the flowers, so I get less fruit. But as you can see, that really hasn't affected the upper part of the tree at all. This is my first pick of the day, and we got about 50 pounds off there. So you guys may be wondering why I had to cut part of my tree down. My beautiful Jaboticaba tree. Look at all the fruit that we're leaving in there so far. There's probably another 30 pounds or more in there. But yeah, the reason why is my beautiful little long-on tree needs some sunlight. So I had to prune it back. But you can still see there's a lot of fruit up in there. Yeah, I had to cut it right there. Man, there's a lot up there. There's still, I'm gonna say, at least a 5-gallon bucket that we just can't get to because the darn tree's too packly tight. The only way we could do it is cut branches. And you know, we've got, what do we figure, about 50 pounds so far?
Yeah, more.
50 or 60, about 60 pounds. We have about 60 pounds. That'll be good enough for some jam. I hate that. Those cats just climb up this, and I've seen claw marks all the way up. Yeah, these are going to be left on the tree for the birds. But we did a pretty good job. I've gotten a number of questions about this beautiful Jaboticaba tree here, and maybe I can dispel a few rumors about this Jaboticaba. First off, it's a seedling. That is, I got some fruit and took the seed out and planted it, and that was 25 years ago. It took probably 20 years for this tree to produce fruit. So, you know, my advice is buy air layered, tissue cultured, or whatever you can do, grafted if that may be. Don't try to grow Jaboticabas from seed. They just take forever, and you never know what kind of fruit you're going to get. Fortunately, the fruit on this tree is good. Another thing people ask me a lot, how tall is it? It's about, I'm going to go with 20 feet. Pardon the dogs. Once they hear you talking, they got to get into the video. It's about 20 feet tall. What's the coldest temperature that it's survived? I believe in 1997 we were down to like 21 degrees, 22 maybe in my backyard. So it will survive colder temperatures. It does get a little damage from time to time, but it's not too bad. Are the fruit sweet? Absolutely, they're delicious. The fruit tastes like Concord grape. I would say a little bit like a lychee too. They're delicious, delicious fruit. How many pounds of fruit do I get off this tree? Well, I'm going to say at least 100 pounds. A lot of them are having to stay up into the tree because I can't get up there. It's just too many sticks and twigs and stuff. And so you kind of want to keep a lot of the branches bare so that you can get access to all that delicious fruit. They come from Brazil, and they can take some heat too. The hottest mine have seen is the record that we've had here, about 113. They didn't like it, but it was pretty much fine. So how often do I water it? I water it probably 2 or 3 times a week. I kind of flood it with my sprinkler. What kind of fertilizer do I use? I use Hollytone organic fertilizer, evergreen. I also, because they like a little acidic soil, I put sulfur, about a cup of sulfur sprinkled around once a year. I also add peat moss to the mulch. Those are pretty much it. That should pretty much do you guys in there. I know this is a long video, but I do have a lot of questions of this guy, and yeah, we just want to do, it's such a sad thing. Maybe we'll arrange something next year Look at all this fruit back up in here. My name is Jeff. If you like this channel, if you like growing exotic tropical fruit trees in marginal climates, click the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Comments and questions, leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to get back to everybody with their comments and their questions. You have a wonderful day.